Why do you think self-reflection is so scary for many of us? Because I can tell you, it's not easy to go through once we're receptive to it. So in my experience, what usually happens is there's a case where I'm not looking at myself. I do something or say something that I shouldn't have done or said. I regret it. I feel bad for it. Maybe I made the wrong choice. And then I get to a place where I realize that wasn't anybody else's fault but my own. So then I start to meditate, I start to pray, and I start to warm myself up to being aware. And I keep practicing that for a few days in a row. And then my meditation will get longer, usually go from about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to sometimes about an hour at night typically, until that moment when it just clicks and the floodgates open, and all of a sudden I'm realizing all of these different things about myself. And you can't stop it, because if you stop it, you stop the whole process. We don't get to pick and choose, oh, I just want to receive this one thing, or I just want to receive that one thing. We can meditate on one thing or another, but if we are really trying to be open to ourselves and understand who we are, what we've done, how we react, how we behave, there's no controlling once it starts. And that can be scary. And I think that's why so many of us either turn it on or turn it off. We either become open and receptive to it, or closed and scared. And for me, that can be an incredibly overwhelming experience once it begins. And then, of course, before it begins, sometimes it can be kind of daunting, I guess, because I know, all right, well, if I'm going to realize something about myself, I better be ready, because I know I just did something. That wasn't that other person. That wasn't my beloved or my spouse or my significant other or my child it was me. And not a lot, and more often than not, once I get to that place, I'm in for a whirlwind. And that is really overwhelming. But that's why I am not always in that receptive place for self-reflection.